and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today we're going to be playing with some new luxury makeup. So I picked up so many different things. Maybe you saw my haul video that I do want to do dedicated videos to sort of each collection, a Dior video, a Bobbi Brown video, a Yves Saint Laurent video, but I also want to get a lot of these items up and to use while they're still available, while they're not, you know, sometimes things sell out, sometimes they don't, but I don't want it to just, you know, take me weeks to get all this up. So I'm gonna mix a couple of the collections together today. I'm gonna be using the Bobbi Brown Luxe Encore eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna do the bronze. I'll do the burgundy in another video. I'm gonna show you all of the Victoria Beckham Posh lipsticks that I picked up. And then I'll also do the Guerlain Meteorites. I have not picked up the terracotta bronzer or the eyeshadow palette, the Golden Bee, or the lip case. They are available on the UK site, I'm gonna get this right, Guerlain. Thank you to, I forget who it was who told me. By the way, guys, when it comes to pronunciation, I don't have a good auditory learning style. So like even going through law school, the way I learn, if I see something, if I read it, I can pretty much memorize it pretty completely. Not quite eidetic memory, but close. But if I hear something, it doesn't stick. Like I'm not able to mimic. So if I hear someone pronounce a word correctly, it doesn't mean that I can mimic it. So what I need to do is see it spelled out phonetically, and then I can do it. So it actually is very helpful if there are folks out there when I, you know, totally destroy a French word or a Latin word or any other word. If you want to, spell it out phonetically in the comments and I'll try to get better at it. So Guerlain Meteorites. And like I said, they are available. The whole collection is available on the UK site, but I don't think it's available on the US site just yet. So we're gonna do all of those and you know, mix them together. Let me pull my hair back. Yeah, guys, I'm not, you know, I'm not offended at all. If I can learn something, that's great. I mean, I want people to be polite about it, you know. There's such thing as manners. You don't have to be rude about it, but yeah, I mean, if you're just, hey, if you're offering to teach me French and it will work. I took 6 years of Spanish, 6 years. Can't, I don't speak any of it. Numbers I get. Languages, I do not. And I went to American University for undergrad, very international university. There were kids who spoke like 6, 7 languages, and I was just like, how do you do that? Okay, burgundy palette, I wanna show it to you. The shades are Pink Tulle, Golden Pink, Cabernet, and Ruby. Now, I'm sure a lot of you, when you heard those names, were like, why would you pick up the burgundy set? You don't like pink. This is actually the only shade in here, to my eye, that actually looks pink is this one. This one looks like apricot. This looks more like of a champagne, and this looks brown. So, I mean, maybe it'll look totally different on the eye, but in the pan, it doesn't look burgundy to me. Which for me is a good thing, but I mean, again, I don't know. Okay, bronze is what we're gonna use today. Chestnut, copper, champagne, and chocolate. I really like this. I like the Luxe formula of Bobbi Brown. I actually like Bobbi Brown products in general, guys. I've never had an issue with Bobbi Brown. I like the aesthetic. I am more of a neutrals kind of person. It's just, I'm not usually enthralled by like the packaging or the formula. I think it's good. I'm just not, you know. But this, the Luxe packaging, I think is really pretty. I like the way it's done. And it's very substantial. It feels good. You know, it feels like good and sturdy. I think it wouldn't break. All right, so let me bring you in for the eye look. Can I tell you, half the time that I say I'm gonna bring you in, I bring you out. And then I have to fix it. Just, you know, day in the life. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me swatch first. Okay, chestnut. That's chestnut. Copper. Harper looks more like gold to me, but Champagne looks very gold to me. And Chocolate. They all have a shimmer, so there's not a matte. Okay, so the first one is Chestnut, then Copper, then Champagne, then Chocolate. You can see why I like it though. I mean, the color story. Okay, let's go in with the Chestnut. And if you were to ask me, you know, what I would compare the formula to, I would say it reminds me a little of sort of like a Chantecaille, some of the Tom Fords that aren't as pigmented. It's a very pretty formula, and I think it actually looks really nice on, I hate the word mature. What's a better word, guys? Let's think of a good word. I mean, basically what we're trying to say here is that if you're, and no disrespect to anyone who's 20 and their skin is perfect, that's great. But as you get older, even if you take great care of your skin, even if you've never gone out in the sun, even if you know, get lasers and Botox and everything you can think of, your skin is not going to be the same as it is when it's 20. It loses its elasticity. You get more lines. Things happen. It's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with aging. In fact, it's a great thing. The alternative is not a good thing. So I am fine with getting older. We just have to recognize your skin is different. And so, you know, you want to make sure when you're talking about products that you recognize that something can be a great product. There are lots of products that I use that people are like, oh, I can't use that, I'm older. It's not true. You can use it. You can use anything you want. I mean, anybody can use anything they want. But if you mean that it doesn't look as good on you, you just have to figure out techniques to use it. But then there are some products, like this particular formula, that I actually think is sort of, I don't want to say it's made for older skin. I don't think that's the purpose. But the textures of it and the way that it works on skin, it is kind to older skin. How's that? It's not as pigmented. It's not, you know, the textures are light. It kind of smooths over the skin. It gives you a nice, pretty look. It doesn't settle into lines. That kind of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go Chikuhodo blend brush. I just want to blend it out in the inner corner here. I brought it in further than I usually do, again, because this is a lighter, less pigmented formula, so you're not gonna get necessarily a very harsh line. Yeah, it's actually one of the, and I was talking to someone about this the other day, it's one of the big questions that I get. Let's go with the mini booster about, you know, what can I use, what can't I use. I'm going with the Chocolate, and what I've always said is you can use anything you want. I really mean that. I'm not saying that just to be on my channel and be like, oh, you can use, really, just use what you like. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in the crease. There are some brands and some products that, you know, work better on flawless skin. Let's face it, guys, everything works better on flawless skin, but not too many people out there have flawless skin. Some, but you know, I remember when I was in my 20s, my skin was really good, really, like, you know, smooth, and I didn't have any lines, but I had other issues, and I remember a number of my friends had like terrible acne and everything. So, you know, I think we just look back in remembrance like it was perfect, but rarely is anything ever perfect. Enjoy what you have now, make the best of it. Okay, so you can see, like, that's a really pretty, I think it looks very elegant, but it's light. When I was trying to think before about like what I would compare it to, Chantecaille does come to mind. It has that sort of light, pretty elegant look. Clos de Peau has a similar kind of feel, although I think Clos de Peau is more powdery. These are richer. Yeah, those are the ones that would come to mind. Not the Chantecaille Duos. The Chantecaille Duo eyeshadows, those are very pigmented and very metallic, and those are actually my favorite. But all right, let's take the Chikuhodo F06. Take the copper shade, put it on the lid. I've been thinking about what kind of brushes I want for the holidays, guys. I have a ton of brushes, as you all know, but I want more, of course. So, any suggestions, you let me know. Any brushes I haven't tried that I absolutely should. I don't have any Hakuhodo brushes. Do I? No, I don't have any Hakuhodo brushes. I've heard great things. I heard Lexi Zhang talking about them the other day. And like the green, there was like a emerald green or a forest green, I don't remember exactly, but like set, they had these gorgeous handles. They look beautiful. Remember guys, I'm not using primer or anything, so you know, once we get into November and I can spend more time with all these products, I can play around with like doing one eye with primer and one eye without it, so you guys can see how that would look. I mean, it does make a difference. I am not a primer person because my lids are really, really dry, like really dry, in not a good way. Going back in the chestnut and the mini booster, and so, you know, I don't use a primer. If you have oily eyelids though, primer, I know for a lot of my friends is a must. And also, you know, it's gonna boost your color. And on shades like these where they're very, you know, light and more subdued, a primer might be something you're interested in doing if you pick these up. Yeah, just remember, everybody has different taste. Some people like super pigmented shadows. Some people like very subtle, you know, not super pigmented shadows. That's okay. That's why there's different things out there, so we can all have something different. Okay, let's take the chocolate, go lower lash line. Be pretty boring if we all liked exactly the same thing. Can you imagine? Be like high school all over again. Okay, and let's take, let's do the Builder Pro. I'm gonna go into the Champagne. Buff all of that out again. Okay, let me bring you in close before I put on any eyeliner or mascara. Okay guys, here's what it looks like, just the shadows. Put on some mascara, I'll be right back. Mascara is on. I didn't add any eyeliner, just put on mascara. This is the Chantecaille. This is my, my lashes are irritated with me mascara. Actually, I love this mascara just 24/7, but I do wear it, I admit, when I've been trying a lot of looks. I try to do it like every other week. Like for 1 week I use, you know, whatever I'm trying out, and then I go back to this and then back and forth, because it really is one of those, it really does help my lashes. It's really, it's great. Let me bring you back out. Okay, so that is the eye look. Like I said, it's a very pretty, but it's very subtle. If you're looking for something more pigmented, like a Natasha Denona or the Dior's actually, or anything like that, I wouldn't spend your money on the Bobbi Brown. I do think it's a pretty formula. I do think it lasts a really long time, but if you're looking for something more pigmented, I wouldn't go with it. Okay, so let's go to Victoria Beckham. I think I mentioned in my haul that I picked up 4 shades. Let's swatch them. Let's see, where do I not have, here we go. Okay, this is Spice. I think Spice is the lightest of the shades that I bought. This is Pose. This is Play. A burgundy. This looks like sort of a rose taupe with some sparkle. This looks like a beige sparkle. And then the last is Fringe. And Fringe is like hot chocolate. They all have a little bit of sparkle in them. I think I'm gonna do the fringe, guys. Let's try it. Or do you want me to try all of them? You know what? I'll try all of them for you. Okay, let's start with the lightest shade so that when we take them off in between, it'll be easier. So the Posh is first. No lip liner or anything. They're the perfect size for my lips. I love the shade. It's really good. Now I want all of them. I picked up 4 and there are 9. Okay. On to the next. Okay, so that was the first one. That was in Spice. I think I kept calling it Posh. The lipsticks are called Posh. The shade was Spice. I'm doing too many things at once. I think Pose. Let's do Pose next. That's Pose. I also love this shade. Honestly, guys, I am gonna do a dedicated video to Victoria Beckham. I'm gonna do like a whole face of Victoria Beckham. Love her products, I really do. And it's not because I was like a Spice Girl fan. Not that I don't like Spice Girls, but I'm gonna get all this hate mail. I don't like Spice Girls. I do like Spice Girls, or did, or whatever. But I wasn't like a huge fan or anything. It's not that. These are good, and her line is really excellent. Like, I love her lip liners. Really, you should check her line out. They have great things. This is more like a rosewood shade. It's really pretty. Okay, next. Well, at least this doesn't hurt like the Chanel Tenue did. That was horrible. All right, let's use Fringe. This is the like hot chocolate. Fringe. So it's a deep shade, but with my hair, I really like it. With my terrible roots. Yeah, it's a deep shade, but I love the shade. It's very, I mean, if you like a chocolate, like brownie, dark lip, stunning. Okay, last but not least, this is Play, and this is like the burgundy shade. And that's Play. So, you know, I like all of them. This is more a cool burgundy kind of lip. I actually have been saying for a while, I need something that has like more of a cool, more of a purple tone. This definitely has that. I wouldn't necessarily put it with this eye look. I think one of the lighter shades would work better with the eye look, but I love the lipstick color. So like I said, I picked up 4. I tried to get some sort of representation across the board, like a light tan one, you know what I mean? Burgundy one. I do want to pick them all up. The formula is excellent. They feel really good. Her lip liner is excellent. I have, the only one I have at the moment is in shade 4. I actually had other ones. Not sure where they are. Let me put it on really quick. Her lip liners are excellent. They're not like super soft, so they don't, you know, they don't fall out into lines. They don't bleed out into lines. They're very comfortable. They're long wearing. Seriously, guys, they last like half a day. They're really good. I need to pick up more of them because I don't know where my other ones are. They're somewhere. Anyway, okay, so that is the Victoria Beckham lips. I tried them all for you, so you get the ones that I have. I'm definitely gonna pick up more because I really, really like them. And I'm gonna put my hair, I had my hair back, but I wanted you to see the hair down with the darker lips because I think, honestly, on me, when my hair is down, a darker lip looks, I think, good. When my hair is back, I think a darker lip looks more stark because my skin is so pale. But when I have all this hair surrounding it, it looks absolutely fine. In my opinion, it looks absolutely fine. Okay, so the Meteorites. They do have sort of more of a pinkish, whoa, tone. Landed in my lap, so we're okay. Smells like, you know, Meteorites. I love the smell. If you don't like scent, please do not pick these up. You won't like them. It's violet. It's beautiful. As always, it's gorgeous. Let me see. I'm gonna use this little, like this little pad in here. I'm gonna do something a little weird. I'm gonna go in with the little pad. I'm gonna kind of show you what it looks like on the back of my hand. It's kind of hard to see, but I think you can see it. It has a pearly pink kind of cast. Do you see that? I think some people were asking like what kind of shade it went. To me, it looks like a pearly pink, which for me is perfect because I have a cool skin tone and I think it works really well. Anything with like pinks look fine. If you don't like that though, I would not go with this one. The Meteorites come in different shades. There's ones that are more like bronzing. You know, they have different kinds, just in the regular kind. This is of course the Golden Bee Holiday Edition. Sorry, I didn't show that to you. That's the bee on the front. This comes, there's a terracotta bronzer, comes in the same packaging. There is a eyeshadow palette. There's a lipstick case that has a gorgeous bee on it for $300. Comes with a red lipstick. Kind of want it. I don't think they're available in the US. I have seen them on the Guerlain site, but it's the UK site. So it's not the US site. And I haven't seen it available on any other retailer at the moment. I'm sure it will be soon. So, but anyway, yes, it does have a pink cast. I forget who was asking me. Diane, maybe? I can't remember. Sorry, guys. I mean, I try. Names, I start to forget who's asked me a question. But anyway, it does have a beautiful pearlescence to it, but it's definitely pink. And my hair needs to be colored so bad. Okay, so that is the Bobbi Brown Luxe Edition in bronze on my eyes. I've got this particular shade was, oh my goodness, I've forgotten the shade name. Play. This is Play on my lips. The Guerlain, I think it looks beautiful. I think it's a stunning finish. Definitely has more of that pink cast to it. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another video really soon. Bye.